Heat's Nets. Huh? You want to go to the store?
No, I don't want to go to the store.
You can leave. That's totally fine. It's really not that big of a deal.
No.
She's asking me to leave above him. That's the thing. After.
You can leave at any time, dude. It's cool. I'll close my eyes so that way. I'll just talk about Heat's Nets. Because, so Kevin Durant leaves the Nets game with a thigh contusion, which is just kind of like a weak ass injury, considering that's really. Well, you think it's funny that Kevin Durant left with a thigh contusion?
That is so mean.
He went 3 for.
How dare you?
He went 3 for 3 from the. He went 3 for 3 from the field, 2 for 2 for 3, and 8 points. And you think it's funny that he went down with a thigh contusion?
Okay,
that's fucked.
Because we were telepathically communicating.
That's fucked, Kirsten. You shouldn't laugh at a man's injury.
We're not laughing at Kevin Durant.
Yeah, I know.
Respect it. Thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts and prayers to his thigh bruise, but he's gonna be fine.
I'm laughing at my own injury right now.
Oh yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. What kind of injury do you have?
Right now I probably gotta go to the store and get Pepto-Bismol. The stomach issue right now.
Oh, I get it.
Ow!
Was your tummy okay?
God.
No, my
Dang it.
tum's not okay.
Okay. Kyrie Irving tries his absolute hardest to pull this team, and now once again Kevin Durantless Nets team, to a victory over the team who just won the East last year and is probably and has a very good chance of making it out of the East again because they have Jimmy Butler, who didn't even play today, and the Heat won this game by 2. Jimmy Butler is my pick for Defensive Player of the Year. He leads the league, or he at least did it for a brief period of time, lead the league in steals.
Yeah.
And him and Bam, and Tyler Hero and Duncan Robinson. Goran Dragic had 18, 8, and 7. They traded for Trevor Ariza. He made 15 and 9. Like the Heat. Like, you can't sleep on the Heat because they have so many good. They have a good enough roster where they can literally beat any team. And I think that
Any team.
if they were healthy, like in last year's finals, they would have done a lot better against the Lakers because Bam was hurt, Dragic was hurt, and Jimmy Butler was playing on fumes in the bubble. Like you could see it in like basically every game that they played. Like he was running on fumes. But shout out to Landry Shamet because he dropped 30 fucking points and he was 7 for 12 from 3 in 38 minutes.
Shout out.
The Nets have the ability to be. The Nets can win the title over the Lakers if like all of their bench players contribute the same way that like Landry Shamet can. And like Joe Harris has to put up his shots though. He was only like 4 of 9 or like 4, like something like really low from 3. Like typically way worse than what he puts up. But yeah, like the Nets have so much offensive firepower, dude. Mm-hmm. And like I keep saying that they're 25th-ish in defense in the league, but like it's I don't know. It's tough because there's been no team ever with this type of like offensive firepower. Like Kevin Durant and James Harden are 2 of the top 5 players in the league, and it's like you can't even really. James Harden is the most effortless scorer of all time, and Kevin Durant is one of just the best all-around, if not the best all-around scorer of all time, because he's fucking like 7'2". He's like 7'2". No, he's like 6'11", 240, and he's just able to dribble like he's a 5'3" point guard. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like
he can do pretty much anything on the offensive side of the ball, and like. When you have James Harden, like you can like double team Kevin Durant and like get away with it. But then when your other two options are Kyrie Irving and James Harden, like you just you can stop it by having like a dominant paint presence like the Lakers are gonna have with because now they just signed Andre Drummond, so now they have like two dominant 7-footers and LeBron.
What?
So yeah, Kirsten. Yeah, they have LeBron. Isn't that crazy?
I'm mind-boggled right now.
Where would you put LeBron as one of the top players in the league? Like, what would you put him? Like 1 through 10, where do you put LeBron?
1.
1?
Yeah.
That's a good answer.
Yeah.
Because he is 1. And no matter what anybody else tells you, tells you. Yeah.
LeBron James.
Yeah, exactly.
Is number 1.
Yeah, no matter, especially Anthony. Do not let Anthony tell you that Kevin Durant's the best player in the league because he's just not. Like that's just not something that's true.
I will not believe Anthony.
Never.
No.
No, even though he's a respectful host of this podcast.
Yeah, Anthony
That
is
a
arguably
dissenting opinion.
Anthony is arguably like the smartest person on this show, but don't let him tell you shit like Kevin Durant's the best player in the league because it's just simply something that's just not true. You know?
Yeah.
You feel me? You feel me, dog?
I got you, dog.
Yeah. Dog. But look. Bam is proving that he's the 9th best player, in my opinion. Because I did in the last episode I did, or 2 episodes ago I did, because ESPN released a list of like the top 25 players under 25 years old, and Bam was like kind of low. I put him at 9, and he's proving that he's the 9th best player under 25 years old with plays like the game winner that he had like over the Nets, because Bam's basically a center who is able to like he's quick on his feet and he's able to create a shot off the dribble, which is something that like a lot of centers, like especially now, are learning the ability to do because it's just so important. Like if you're a center and you can't get your shot off the dribble, you're practically worthless because the good centers like Embiid and Jokic and Anthony Davis and now Bam, those guys who can get their shot off the dribble and like create for themselves like anywhere basically on the court, just proves that like the center position and just the NBA in general are just like headed for another like phase of, I don't know, just gameplay evolution. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like quick centers were never a thing, like ever. Like the best centers before like this era of the NBA were like, and still are like Shaq and Tim Duncan's a 4, like Hakeem and Oscar Robertson, but like those guys aren't able to I don't know, have the same level of offensive adaptability that the centers in the league have now, you know?
Yeah.
Like it's a completely different form of like the position. And it's just it's just good to see, you know, cuz like it's just important that the game continues to evolve, and like players like Bam help that go or help that reach the right direction, you know?
Yeah.
Also another thing that Anthony says all the time in the show is that Tyler Hero has peaked. I do not think that is true, but I think that this game is just another proof of evidence. Or no. Oh my God.
Piece of
evidence that proves that Tyler Hero is just having like a sophomore slump-esque season, you know?
Uh-huh.
Like, I mean, you're regarded in the playoffs as like one of the most up-and-coming scorers, like projected to go all time, and against a team that is a legitimate threat to come out of your conference, you go 4 for 13, like 2 for 9 from 3 and 9 points. It's just kind of like, especially when Jimmy Butler isn't playing and like the rest of your lineup kind of has to step up. And the rest of the lineup did. Like Ariza, 15-9, Kendrick Nunn, 7-2. Oh yeah, the dinosaur. The dinosaur scared you? Are you kidding me? It's a little fuzzy electronic dinosaur. And
it makes noises and moves.
Did you not know that? How many times have you been here?
4 times.
And I've never showed you. I feel like I showed the dinosaur to everybody.
I feel like you didn't. You probably were not. He's trying to get my drink right now.
Yeah, the dinosaur's awesome, dude.
All right. Now that the
His name's Rex.
I would assume. What else are you gonna name him?
I don't know.
Thadiana. Thadiana the T-Rex.
Thadiana.
The T-Rex.
No, I was not gonna name. That name was never
Disgust.
in question. I was never gonna name our mechanical dinosaur Thadiana because that would be.
I don't know. So you just named the most common thing ever, Rex.
Look, just because you're in the live studio audience doesn't mean you get to say doesn't mean you get to say everything that's on your mind. Sorry, you're not allowed to make fun of my stutter either. Okay.
Not your stutter.
You
but
don't.
The fact that you say that I can't say anything that's on my mind goes really against me because I say everything that's on my mind.
Well. This is. I don't
What
want to
is
say.
this?
I don't want to say it's
an anti-free
I don't wanna-
speech
no.
zone, Ryan.
Yeah, I don't want to say it's. I don't want to say it's a communist level podcast.
This is not a communist.
This is not a communist podcast. We Below the Cap does not condone communism.
We endorse free speech.
We are a proud endorser of free speech. Huh?
So I can speak what's on my mind.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
But you're not allowed to make fun of my stutter or my.
When did I ever make fun of your stutter?
You were about to. You were
No, I
there.
did not. You just trying to make fun of your own stutter, trying to say that I did, but I didn't.
Oh my god. Okay, can we stop?
Yeah, Grant, you want to just go to the next topic? Do you want to introduce the next topic?
I don't even know what
what's
it
the
is.
next topic? I'll introduce it.
Yeah, Pacers Hawks.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Pacers Hawks.
Well, yeah, the Hawks are from Atlanta, so I just figured you would want to
Well,
introduce it, you know? Because
Yeah.
you're the Atlanta guy. You know what I mean?
I guess I am. If that's the title,
If
I
that's
guess I'll
well, no,
take
you're the
it.
set. You're the set designer.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
the set designer.
Just
you're
part
just
of
the
the,
studio
you're part of the
audience.
live. You're part of today's live studio audience. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh yeah. Just let the record show that we're playing Mario Kart right now, and
we
Grant.
never introduced.
Yeah, I know we didn't even really.
Not even talk about.
Yeah, talk about what?
What was it, Pacers?
Hawks Pacers.
Yeah.
I'm about to do that right now, actually.
Okay, because that was kind of like, I don't know, 2 minutes ago.
Oh, time code. What is it right
Yes.
now? What is it right now?
It's not.
Oh
25.
fuck! No, I don't need the actual time. I need how long it is into this thing.
Then
Shh.
look,
I need 20.
Oh Lord, you're gonna edit this.
Nah, 28. We're gonna say 28 minutes.
Yeah.
28 minutes in is when we start talking about Hawks Pacers, which I'm gonna start talking about right now. I want to start with the Pacers because they kind of got blown out by 12 points. It was like 119, 119, 107, like something like that.
Yep.
The Pacers are one of the better teams in the East. However, since they've lost Victor Oladipo, they have become one of the worst of the better. They are one of, if not the worst of the best teams in the East. You know,
Yes.
like they still have Sabonis, who's amazing.
I have no idea what you're even talking about.
DeMontis, he's a person.
Oh, well, I would assume because it's a name or it's a thing, right?
It's his it's a name. It's his last name.
So now I know it's his last name.
Yes, DeMontis Sabonis, back to back All-Star appearances.
And that's his
NBA, baby.
Yes, Kirsten, this is basketball.
Thank you
Yeah,
for clarifying.
You're welcome.
For me.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
I'm glad you were able to figure that out.
Oh, I did. That was pretty easy, actually.
Yeah?
Not gonna lie. Yeah. Thank you.
Great job. Big night for Defensive Player of the Year candidate Malcolm Brogdon. 29 points, 2 boards, 3 assists, 2 steals and a block, 11 for 18 from the field, and he's 4 for 4 from the line because he's just kind of like he's a like presence in the paint, dude. Like I don't like there's no really other way to put it. Like Malcolm Brogdon is a candidate for Defensive Player of the Year, like for
Yep.
a reason. You know what I mean?
Somebody call Wendy's. You got that foe for foe.